Hey all, welcome back to Howieverse. This is Howie. Today we're gonna discuss why Lulu stock falls more than 15% after earnings, and is it justifiable? We'll find out. Let's do it. So in terms of earnings today, the EPS beat by 8.5%. The reported is 3.10 and the estimated is 2.858. And in terms of revenue, it's flat. Reported 2.53 billion and estimated 2.54 billion. It's about 50 basis point miss, right? So in terms of earnings and revenue, slightly beat here, right? So in terms of technical, the stock currently is trading at around $174 after hour. The price movement actually pierced this line over here that we draw from the previous video. However, it is not confirmed that this line has been broken through, right? So it's roughly right here. Nevertheless, if it does confirm that that line has been broken through, we'll further see the drop going to the downside, potentially all the way to this $130 range, all the way to the COVID level. So the stock during the day actually go up around 3.8%. However, after hours, after the earnings are reported, it drops more than 15%. So why is this happen and is it justifiable? We need to look at the 2025 outlook. First, the diluted earnings per share are now expected to be in the range of 12.77 to 12.97 for the year. Previously, it was in the range of 14.58 to 14.78. So the first reason why it drops this much is if we do the math, we see 13.6% reduction in the EPS guidance, right? So that looks really bad. The second thing that we need to look at is the guidance for 2025 includes an estimated reduction in gross profit of approximately 240 million. Net of currently anticipated migration effort, including vendor savings and pricing action, reflecting our current assumption about higher level of tariffs on imports into the United States and the removal of the exemption. Actual result could differ materially from this estimate if tariff rates, sourcing savings, consumer demands, or the timing of the regulatory changes vary from our current assumption, and if our mitigation initiative are less effective than the currently expected. So they do have a mitigation initiative in place. However, if those plan falls, then it will not be as effective as they think. Then it's going to drop even more than 240 million, right? So if you think about the gross profit is 240 million, and then if we look at the financial, go all the way to the bottom line here in the net profit is around $1.8 billion. And if we do the math, 240 divided by 1.8 billion dollar. So that's another 13% drop in term of net profit over there, right? So it's kind of in line on where the stock is currently trading at around $174, right? This the 15% drop is actually justifiable based on the outlook where they revised the EPS down to these ranges and also the gross profit approximately down another 240 million. So another reason why the stock dropped so harshly is the North America weakness looks really structural, not just cyclical, right? So the comp of sales is negative, where the revenue is only 1% up, right? So changes in constant dollar is 3%. So America is Lulu's core market, and the investor is asking, has the US consumer saturated in the US? And we need to look more further into this for the American sales. Why is it slumping? Is it that the customers saying that they need refreshers of the products, or is it just that Lululemon brand has been declining? So in terms of the international sales, it's really encouraging where the change in mainland China is up 17%, the rest of the world is 12%, and overall internationally is 15%. Nevertheless, the tariff are the major profit drags. Like we mentioned, 240 million hit gross profit expected in 2025, not just one quarter, but structurally this is going to happen over the next 2 quarters. Another thing is that the inventory. So the inventories at the end of the second quarter of 2025 increased 21% to $1.7 billion compared to $1.4 billion at the end of the second quarter of 2024. So in terms of inventory, there's a risk of 21% year over year is not lean, right? And this suggests that for the product itself, that might be a future markdown that could happen. And if that happens, that's going to further pressure the margin. And if the margin is pressure, there's going to be another drop that we have to bake that into the calculation, right? So last time we talked about the EPS, also the gross profit hit. This is another reason why the stock is further down more than 13%. So in terms of valuation, if you look at the EPS and the PE, before the drop, the stock price at around $200 and the forward EPS is at 15x. And after the drop, the PE is at around 13x, where the price is at $170. So what's happening here is that the retail value stock territory is at around 12 to 13x, right? You look at Gap, it's 12 to 13x. Nike has 727 for PE, and the Adidas has 23x PE. So what's happening here is that the market is saying until the Lulu has proved that North America can grow again, they do not deserve a growth premium. So in the short term, it's not really overdone, and the cutting of the EPS by 13% in one go, plus the evidence of structural US weakness, fully justify the similar percentage of the price drop. In the medium term, it's probably overdone. The international still growth 22%. The brand margin still remain best in the class. This basically the margin is at around 58%, right? And the tariff may be mitigated over time. And therefore, in the medium term, this is probably overdone. So, in conclusion, the drop is actually justified in the short term. The market was pricing Lulu as if US softness was temporary, but the negative comms proved that the US market beginning to saturate. Also, the tariffs is going to impact the business negatively, but they do have mitigation strategy in place to fix this issue. Additionally, the guidance cut forced the stock to drop precipitously at more than 15%. On the other hand, the long term is not yet broken. The fundamental of the business is still intact. The international portion is still growing double digit. The current price is at $170, may actually be a buying opportunity. If you believe Lulu stabilized in North America and the margin bottoms in 2025. That's it, y'all. I hope that helps. I'll see you in the next one.